Yep.
All right, let's move on to the West. The Denver Broncos. Let's start with the Denver Broncos, a team that, in my opinion, they better strike quick on a quarterback or this Super Bowl window is closing. So speaking of their quarterbacks, this mirrors the Texans to me so closely. They've got their young first-round quarterback in Paxton Lynch, and versus Watson, and then you got your kind of boring, sort of injury-prone quarterback that's steady and the coaches love, and Trevor Siemian. And who do you see, I guess, starting the most games, taking into account injuries and just performance and what they're going to try to pull off? Remember, they've drafted Paxton Lynch 2 years ago, so at some point they have to get some return on this guy.
Chad Kelly.
Chad Kelly. Oh, okay.
As a Buffalo fan, we got to go with it. Next topic.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I'm going to move to Ray because after that, Chris, you really deserve no more opinion. So, Ray, what do you think?
Wow. Well, listen, I was a big Chad Kelly supporter.
Are you going to do this too?
No, hold on here. Hold on here.
Right now.
I do think Chad Kelly's got a better arm than Simeon and Lynch, no question. But he needs to be groomed. He's not ready to step into that leader role yet. I'll be honest. When you look at the Denver's team, they got great support. C.J. Anderson, Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders. There's some talent on that roster. Their D is already going to be top 5. We know that. They need a quarterback to lead this team. And I don't know necessarily if the quarterback is on their roster today.
Okay.
If there's a team that's going to take a shot come training camp on Kaepernick, this could be a great fit for Kaepernick.
Interesting.
I have one X factor.
You're not really entitled to it, but we'll allow it to happen. Go ahead.
The X factor is Jamal Charles. We talked about with the Texans, we talked about with more with the Jags of having a solid running game.
Yeah.
If he comes back to form, that's going to alleviate a lot of pressure off these young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And if he can take off, watch out, because that's look at that backfield: C.J. Anderson and Charles. Is there anything better in the league?
Sure. Yeah, and I mean, do you guys agree with me, though, that if one of these guys, whether it be Simeon, Lynch, or Machine Gun Kelly, if one of these guys don't step up and become the man, that the Super Bowl window's closing here. Like, there's contracts to be signed. There's money to be. This team's going to fall.
You just used Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah. Now I gotta go with Chad Kelly as the starter.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly.
I'm with Chris.
Machine Gun Kelly, by the way, is a rapper in Cleveland.
I bleed blue. Yeah. I bleed blue.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
Let's move on.
Let's go Chiefs, guys. Now, so the Chiefs surprised everybody and traded way up into the first round to sign the young guy Pat Mahomes at quarterback, right? And that shocked me. It really did. I mean, Alex Smith has been steady. He's not amazing, but I mean, the guy's been steady. He's done a lot of things for this organization. He's still young. He's got a lot left. Do you guys actually think there's a chance that Alex Smith steps aside or is told to step aside this year to make way for the rookie to see what he's got this year? Like, how do you see that playing out?
I hope that happens.
Okay.
So much, because Alex Smith is exactly that, consistent. I'm picking the Chiefs. This is a big one. I'm picking the Chiefs to be the Arizona Cardinals this year. Okay. You're going to see them going from a really good record, and you're going to see them drop off the map.
Okay.
I think they've lost some weapons. Mm-hmm. The big one with receiver Macklin with him leaving. Mm-hmm. I think that I know he didn't catch his typical type of returns that he gets.
Well, he was hurt.
He was hurt.
Yeah.
But he still draws coverage. Mm-hmm. And now losing Charles, now Spencer Ware is going to take all the snaps. I just don't see this Chiefs. I know the Chiefs have a good defense. I know it. But if they put in Mahomes over Smith, I think for us as Bills fans, for me, Nick, we get the first round pick from them, and that could be amazing for us.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Yeah,
fair enough.
amazing.
And speaking of Macklin, so obviously, especially if they go to Pat Mahomes, what he brings to the table that Alex Smith doesn't have is the guy goes down the field almost to a flaw. That said, though, guys, the Chiefs have been good for 3 solid years, and until last year, or I guess the year before last year, they never threw to receivers anyways. So the fact that Jeremy Macklin's out of this offense, is it really going to impact them that much, I guess would be my question. I'm not too concerned about it personally, but let's see what happens. Who knows? Let's go. Did you guys have one more point on the Chiefs, or are we good to move?
My only thought on the Chiefs, they're in a rebuild year. Personally, I think, but they got Andy Reid at the helm, and you can never count Andy out. He's always got something on the go.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is this: we're going to start. This is our first fantasy mention.
Okay.
There's not, like you said, wide receivers, not a lot of talent. Travis Kelce, put him on your draft boards.
Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce. He will be the number one fantasy player for the Chiefs this year.
Fair enough.
There you go.
All right.
Tyreek Hill, not Tyreek.
It must be like a fact of like having a one-syllable first and last name your entire life that when you encounter any name, you like to just add or remove syllables.
Travis Kelce? That's what I said.
I like it. Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the Los Angeles Chargers, which sounds really weird to me.
LA.
The LA Chargers. I wanted your opinion on this, but like, would you follow them there if you were a Chargers fan? No. The Chargers home field has been kind of a joke for years and years, right? Even like any team that their fans travel at all occupy 50% of that stadium. But if you are a diehard Chargers fan, are you following them to LA, or does this burn your bridge?
I travel from Moncton, New Brunswick, to Buffalo, New York.
Yep.
I've traveled to London, England, to see the Buffalo Bills play. San Diego to LA, it's not that bad, folks.
Yeah, it's a good point.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, if they were going to St. Louis, done.
Yeah.
If they were going to Vegas, done.
Okay.
LA, that's just a little extra car ride, right?
Fair enough. All right. And interesting enough, so we all had in our mock draft or whatever, we all talked about how, like, with that defense, and his name escapes me right now, their defensive coordinator, but he's known for having that sort of ball hawking, free roaming safety. We all thought Malik Hooker would be perfect for this team.
Yeah.
We were sure they were going to go defense at least. Hooker and Jonathan Allen were sitting there for them, and they opted for Mike Williams, the wide receiver. Now, so that defense, they got Joey Bosa. They got some pieces there. But the secondary, again, covering the pass is going to be an issue. Mm-hmm. But now, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen is back, and whether he's healthy or not, let's say he is. Travis Benjamin, who's emerged as we're certainly not going to call him a number one receiver, guys, but that guy's a legit threat, of speed demon. Could this be sort of possibly the most exciting offense we've seen from Phillip Rivers in years? Like, we're capturing LT Gates early days stuff, right?
And don't forget Melvin Gordon coming out of the backfield. That guy's exciting too.
Oh yeah,
he had a rough year but now he's starting to figure it out. Yeah.
I think honestly, like, this is the year. I'll feel really bad for Rivers if one of the main guys go out game one again. Allen going out game one. He was on a tear. I drafted in my fantasy pool. Very first game, probably got me 20 points, then out for the year. If that happens again to Rivers, poor guy.
Yeah.
But if they stay healthy, this could be one of the most exciting offenses that you're going to see from the Chargers in a long time.
Good. And Raiders, guys, so I'm going to tap into your Bill fandom here again. Now, let's switch it up. You guys are a Bills fan, and you guys know already that in 2 years, they're going to be the Las Vegas Bills. But for the next two, they're going to play in Buffalo. Like, how
many teams can make it to LA?
Are you remaining a loyal fan in these situations?
That's really tough. We talked about this on the podcast. Going to if we had to go to Buffalo this weekend, knowing that at the end of this year they're going to another location, I just don't understand. But, at the end of the day, people love their team.
Yeah.
And Raiders fans, they're very passionate about their football team.
And the team's moved before.
And they're a successful football team. Let's not forget they're a successful football team.
Yeah.
Those seats are going to be filled regardless.
Yeah. Now in Las Vegas, whether it's, a single person in those seats that actually lives in that city or not is yet to be seen. But we'll figure that out. We talked about this earlier. Derek Carr got hurt last year. But the team and the league has so much, everybody has a lot of faith in this guy. The team ponied up. He's now the highest paid player in NFL history, and he even took a little less to take it. We talked about it. Would they have beaten the Texans last year? It's a lot of woulda, coulda, but let's put it this way. Had Derek Carr not been hurt, were the Raiders going to make noise in the playoffs last year? Could they have challenged the Patriots?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think Well, we talked about it. The only team I thought that had the ability to challenge the Patriots in the playoffs last year were the Raiders.
Yeah.
I really like Carr. Now, he suffered a massive break in that fibula. I mean, I was very surprised that they gave him the contract without seeing him, in game form. They've seen him in OTAs.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been on the field much for OTAs.
Yeah.
But they haven't seen him in game form again. That's a lot of money to give a guy that had his fibula broken in half.
It
wasn't a fracture.
understatement.
It was a 2-inch gap between the bones in his leg.
Yeah.
I don't fully understand that. I hope that his health is great. I mean, the defense is phenomenal. If there's one guy that needs to change his name, it's Mac. His name should be Monster Mac. He's so good. I think the Raiders are going to be a special team if Carr's health is good this year.
I think the reason why they could give him that much money is because they got a good plan B. EJ Manuel. Plan B. Something happens, EJ's coming in and taking that home.
Well, that's better than Plan C, which had to play in the playoffs last year. Connor Cook, right? So yeah.
All running plays, no passing.
All right, guys, who's winning the division?
All right. I've got Raiders, depending on Carr's health, followed by Denver, Chargers, and Chiefs with 2 wins tops.
We'll see how Marshawn Lynch coming back after a year off. But you got Lynch and Washington in the backfield. Another 2 awesome tandem.
Okay.
Defense are going to get pounded. The Raiders. It's the Raiders.
All right. Yeah, I'm wrestling between the Raiders and the Broncos here. Ray, did you just say the Chiefs are going to have 2 wins
You've
tops?
seen it right here, 2 to 3 wins tops.
I can't wait. Week 1, I'm going to recap a bunch of things. Bills and Browns, 15 wins between
hold
the two
on
of them.
here.
Chiefs, 2 wins.
Hold on here. I said with the Browns, I said realistically 3 wins.
Yeah.
But every team gets luck during the season.
Yeah.
Winning teams get a little bit of luck.
Except the Browns.
If the Browns can get a little bit of luck, they could win possibly 6 games next year.
That's fair enough. The fact that you're giving the Bills 9 and the Browns 3, that's 12, and the Chiefs are going to win 2 games.
2 to 3. I got.
Let's give a quick rundown. New England loss. Philadelphia
Let's not
loss.
schedule.
Come on.
No, we don't have time. We don't have time.
That's a quick one.
we
That's
don't
a good
have
one.
time and
2
they
wins.
don't-
There's got to be.
doesn't
We got to find 3 wins in that schedule.
All right.
Got to be.
Yeah, there's a lot more than that. Guys. But anyways, all right, let's move on.